Hello and Namaste. I'm Mukta and you're watching Desi Deutsch, Indian living in Germany. We recently made a trip to Berlin. It was amazing. I'm so excited to tell you guys all about it. But honestly, it was a 10-day trip, so one video would not do justice to the whole trip. So this video is an overview of the trip and other videos would follow in the following weekends. We had been planning for the trip since a long time. So I had read a lot of articles, blogs, watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I made a list of places to visit in Berlin. Well, that list was very unrealistic and dreamy, so Yathu came with his realistic touch and we jotted down each and every place which we'll be visiting on each and every day. So obviously we had to eliminate a few. As this trip was in winter, so we tried to cover a lot of closed places in this trip, and the next trip we'll be making, that will be in summer of 2019 most probably, and at that time we'll be covering a lot of open places. So we reached there on 23rd of March. We roamed around a little to get a feel of the city. Then we took some rest at the hotel, had our lunch and all of it, and then we went to Game Science Center. We had an awesome time there. They had a lot of interactive and different types of games. And here's the one that's my favorite. So this is a game wherein you dance to create that music. To the Game Science Center mainly for Yathu because he is very much into games and I rarely play games, but surprisingly even I had a lot of fun. Obviously Yathu had even more fun. The next day we had some time to kill before the Holi event, so we went to the Mall of Berlin and Potsdamer Platz. We roamed around a lot over there. We enjoyed the mall experience, got to know a lot of different shops over there. Most of them were really expensive, but it's okay. We did have a great time. Today we are planning to attend a Holi party and I just came across this jacket and jeans in the mall. I think that will be a perfect attire for a Holi party. Although the jeans jacket is for 200 euros and the jeans pant is for 190 euros. Then we headed to the Holi Festival. There was an Holi Festival organized by Berlin India Wale. I know all my Indian friends will tell me that Holi so late? Yes, mainly because obviously we cannot play Holi indoors, we have to play it outdoors, and now spring is approaching in Germany. So if we would have tried to play Holi when it was actually the time of Holi, then we would have played it like this. So that's why I guess we had it pretty late, but we could not have it further very late, like we cannot have it 6 months after the actual Holi festival. We are already delaying it by almost 1 month. So we had to do it now, and because of the weather, water was not allowed. So we played with colors and there was also a cultural festival. I enjoyed a lot. Here's a little snippet from the Holi festival. After the Holi event, we also went for a movie which was Black Panther. I have recently started enjoying superhero movies. I initially used to watch them just for Yathu, but now even I've started liking them. The next day was planned for a boat tour and a trip to Legoland. Unfortunately, we could not do either of the two. Mainly because we woke up a little late than expected and we missed our planned boat tour. We tried making it to the Legoland, but again it was a fiasco because they do not allow only adults to enter the Legoland. You need to have a kid with you. Mainly because they said that it is actually just a playground for kids to play with Legos. So we were a little lost what to do, what not to do, but fortunately we got on a bus tour which was Start Run Fahrt. By the way, Fahrt means travel and not And on the bus tour, we got an amazing guide. His name was John, and I'm planning to upload a video that we took of the surrounding sightseeing while we were on the bus tour. So I hope you'll enjoy that as well, but here is a little sneak peek to that video. On the same day, we visited the Brandenburg Tor, which is a symbol of unity in Germany, and basically Tor means gate or door. The next day was for the zoo. We were so very much excited because we'll be meeting the pandas, and we had made special appointment to meet the penguin. We will also be uploading a separate video for our trip to the zoo, maybe 2 or 3 depending on the footage that we have. Maybe a separate one for the panda or a separate one for the penguin, and rest all in one of them. Let me know, what do you suggest, how would you like it? But here's a little look at the panda. At the zoo, we decided to do something serious on the next day, which was visiting the German Parliament at the Reichstag building. It is so amazing and it's so great of them to keep things so very transparent. Anybody can visit the Reichstag and the dome that they have upstairs, which you can have a real great view from of the whole city. All that you need to do in order to get that experience is to book in advance, and it's free of charge. In fact, if you're interested to know more about the German Parliament, a little bit of its history and how things work over there, you can attend a lecture as well for free with advance booking. There's also guided tours, but I think they were not available or they were fully booked on our days of visit. So we attended the lecture and we had a great time at the Reichstag. Obviously, the lecture could not be recorded, and it makes no sense to record a one full lecture and upload it here. If you're interested, you can visit it yourself, or if you have any questions, ask me and I'll try to get the answers. After the Reichstag, it was the turn of Wax Museum by Madame Tussauds. I am not sure if I pronounce it correct, Tussauds. I'm not sure how exactly is it pronounced, so please bear with it. We went there to click pictures with the great personalities that they have there. Obviously, the wax statues of them, we cannot meet them for real, but we were thrilled to take pictures with a lot of them, mainly the experts of mathematics and psychology, because that's the field of interest of Yathu and me. We also had some fun at being a little naughty with those wax statues. All in all, it was a great day. The following day was planned for a tour in the hot air balloon, Checkpoint Charlie, visiting the remains of the Berlin Wall, and such places. But see what happened.
Today is our popular day. We had planned to go for the hot air balloon, but as you can see, it's actually snowing. So, snow ने हमारे plan पे पानी फेर दिया. So we'll be visiting museums and places that are in closed stores today.
So after a lot of contemplation, we went to the Little Big City, which is a very sweet and knowledgeable place, especially for kids because they get to know about history in a very interesting and interactive manner. So we had a good time there. Have a look at the Little Big City from the inside and tell me, isn't it cute? A little better, so we had some fun in my style. I just love to get lost in a new city, and Yathu is a little paranoid about it, but by that time he had gotten to know a little bit about the city, so he was not that very much afraid. So we just took any bus and reached anywhere. So that's my way of exploring a place. Also, right outside the little big city and the Alexanderplatz, there was this little place where you can jump on a trampoline. It's a public place, anybody can go there. Here's a little video of both of us jumping on it. The next day we went to Bunker. It was a bunker that was built by Hitler at the end of the Second World War, almost at the end. And it was really an emotional roller coaster for us because we read everything word by word, because it was such an in-depth and detailed research. We got to know everything as to how was Hitler's empire built, why was he the way he was, how cruel or horrific he was during his times of rules, what atrocities he has committed, and how finally he was defeated. But because this was an amazing documentation, we did not want to rush it or just get done with it. So we took our time, which was a lot because we had planned for 2-3 hours, but we ended up spending 2 full days over there, which flipped our Berlin plan totally, but I think it was worth it. Well, I think I'll be making 2 separate videos about visiting the bunker. One will be about our experience, mine and Yathu's both, and the other will be why did we stick around, why did we read it till the very last word, word by word, even though it was very emotionally taxing, very heavy, and it made us cry even over there and even after going back to our hotel. So yeah, I think we need to do that, so we'll be doing that, but we'll take some time for it. So we were left with just 1.5 days in Berlin and a lot of places that we still wanted to visit. So the first one that we went to on Saturday was the Spy Museum. There's a lot of information about spies' history, about the gadgets that they use, and there are a lot of interactive things as well. We also played a laser game and it was overall a great experience. Here's a little video about Yathu getting to know more about this underwater spy thing. After the Spy Museum, we headed to Sea Life. There are a lot of different sea life creatures over there. If you like the sound of it, you'll also like the look of it. So have a little look at the fishes in the sea life. And then we had a visit to the Aqua Dome, which is a lift that takes you amidst the fishes in a huge cylinder. So yeah, it was a great experience, although it was really crowded and took a lot of time in the waiting line and it was a little jammed up. The next day again was really snowy, windy, rainy, so we could not go anywhere. We just utilized that time to relax, pack our bags, and we called it a day. So our trip came to an end over there, but it was an amazing time. It was actually the first trip that I had in Europe, first long trip, and I've got a lot of things to show to you guys. We'll be making different videos about our visits. I'm thinking that I'll be uploading a mix of my travel videos and my experiences or videos about topics related to India and Germany. So I think more or less it will be alternative, one travel video and one such video. And if all of these seem interesting to you, then subscribe to my channel, keep checking for updates, and we'll have fun together. Also, hit the like button if you liked knowing about my trip to Berlin, because you know, your likes bring me smiles, your comments make me think, and your subscribes and shares make me grin. So I'll see you next weekend. Till then, Alvida and auf Wiedersehen!